Hello Aquarius! Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new. It's just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed, if you subscribe today, thank you all so much. Thank you for being here with me. I love you all, subscribed or not. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One, book one here. And I've read this book aloud live on Facebook and then uploaded all of those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. Just know that book two is already published and available. All the links that you need for my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those, and the information to contact me is also in that description box. Okay, so welcome everyone. Oh wow, I didn't straighten these out. As I usually do, I'll give you a quick description of what I'm doing this week. Okay, so we're getting our messages from Mother Earth. I started to just feel like this undercurrent of, hey, these are my seasons. How about you hear from me once a season? So I'm like, okay, because we haven't heard from Mother Earth since Mother's Day, which was, we observed that in May, so that was still spring. So yeah, so she was saying I would like to at least have one reading per season. So summer is almost over. We're going to be going into autumn pretty soon. I think the equinox is like the 21st or 22nd of this month. And so here we are. We're talking to Mother Earth. And I have only one tarot that I use for her to speak. I got it specifically for Mother Earth to speak. This is the Nature Spirit Tarot by Jean Marie Herzl. I emailed Jean Marie Herzl and asked her how she felt about me using this deck specifically for Mother Earth or Gaia to speak to us through, and she was thrilled. She thought it was wonderful. I think I got this on Amazon, so I looked at a lot of like Earth Tarot. I couldn't find anything really, and this came up, Nature Spirit, and it was everything that I was looking for. With the animals, the energies, the knowledge. She illustrated this and wrote this, and she is a delightful person as well. She was very sweet to me, and so this is very good energy. Check her out. I mean, the artwork is absolutely beautiful. So if you would like her tarot, check it out. I think you can find it on Amazon. Okay, so at the end of today's reading, I'm going to clarify by pulling some cards from the Gaia Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno here. I have this little pocket version. I don't have the book, so I'm going to read these intuitively, which is working fine. And, I have two other oracles that I use for the Earth, but this time our planet asked for this one specifically. And it is the Union of Heart and Mind Oracle deck here by my friend, April Mangino. April is an astrologer. She is an artist. She's a photographer. She's a very wise, sacred feminine. And yeah, our planet asked for this. And April is very, very much connected to our Mother Earth. And these are the messages that the planet wanted to come out. So I feel very lucky to be probably the only tarot reader on YouTube to have this deck. It is deep, it is beautiful, and the cards that have been coming out have been spot on. I've been getting chills. It's just amazing. If you would like to purchase her deck, I do have the link for it down in the description box below. Check it out. It is really beautiful. Okay. And if I need to clarify, I will be using the Tarot of the Cloisters by Michelle Leavitt. Okay, so another part to my opening spiel I'm kind of putting in here is what kind of reader I am. I'm a twin flame reader. Divine reader, it doesn't matter really if you believe in twin flame or if you believe you're in a divine union, which is, a divine relationship with someone. That doesn't matter really. What really matters here is if you have gone on to your own personal path to enlightenment, where you are taking responsibility for your own energies and healing yourself and getting rid of the old dynamic, the old ways, and consciously working on yourself every day. You're on a spiritual path. If that's you, this is the place for you. If you're just looking for some advice for love and finances, I am probably not the reader for you. Okay? That said, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, which is very powerful. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. And that is the plan that you, as your higher self, wrote for your own life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter certain important lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. The free will makes it possible for us to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise lifetime after lifetime, or even significantly during one lifetime, such as this one, you may achieve what we call enlightenment. Like Buddha, Jesus, Isis, Thoth, and many others that we know have affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your destiny or your fate, but it isn't really, because of the power of your free will. Now, there are times that things happen beyond our control, and we do write them into our divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you do not have, and also by an unusual large number of major arcana cards in your spread, which you also don't have. So, let's get started. Right here at the heart of everything, we start right off here with a major arcana card. I'll just show it to you right side up. This is one of my favorites in this deck. She is so beautiful. This is the High Priestess. This is a Virgo card. Okay, so there may be a Virgo influence going on here. Virgo is an earth energy. However, this is in the reverse for you. So for some of you, there may be someone who you might see as a high priestess, or you may not even know about them because they can be very secretive. But for some of you, you may have someone who is misusing his or her powers here to manipulate people into doing what they want, and eventually they'll be found out and nothing good ever comes from it. Okay? But so that's like for one or two of you, okay? But when I put these cards down, right off the bat, I just felt like you're confused because your intuition isn't really on point right now. There's something going on with you where your intuition isn't working for you. This is the Seven of Cups. This is often confusion. Now, this is sometimes related, in the top deck it's called debauchery. And it, or debauch. What that means is like when you drink too much, or if you smoke too much cannabis, or, this can be like fantasies, pipe dreams and stuff here. But what I'm feeling here is that your intuition may be off because you may be drinking too much. You may be smoking too much cannabis. You may be overindulging in something else that is, see, because cups are very much intuition. They are intuition. Water represents subconscious. What is subconscious? But pretty much the base to our intuition, physically anyway. Spiritually, it comes from our spirit. It comes from our heart, which is also cup energy. This is love. Love, emotions, intuition. So you're confused. Your intuition is off. And the root of it is the Six of Cups, but in the reverse. Okay? Now, the Six of Cups is memories, nostalgia, pleasant memories. You could, it's when you're thinking of like your brothers and sisters when you were growing up with them, but there's also this element of karma, of past lives. Okay? Now, it may have something to do with that, but what this means is that you're kind of living in the past. You can't move forward right now because you're living in the past. Okay? You may have already understood that, and now you're wanting to move towards the future. So, this is the past, and sometimes this means the future. And sometimes this is talking about, nostalgia, and then there's times where you're living there. You're just like, I ain't coming out of this. Okay, so you know which one of those you are. In fact, this is probably going to become more clear as we go along for the majority of you. There's, when you read generally, there's several stories that come in, You have to try to relate them and not confuse anybody. Okay, so this is the energy of your recent past that's moving out of your life at this time. Okay, so this happened recently, and now this is over. It's moving out of your life. This is the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Whoa, hello there, slippery Mr. King of Pentacles. Wow, he did it again. I tried to pick him up, and he... Jeez and rice. All right, so the King of Pentacles, upright, he's... This is earth energy. So, we started with earth energy, and we've got water. So earth, water, water, earth again. So earth and water. Oh, earth and water make mud, Aquarius. Of course you're confused. Of course you cannot see clearly. Okay? This person, this King of Pentacles, this could be a father, this could be a boss. Okay? Like I said, earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. We've already had Virgo. And there's something else too, but anyway, so this King of Pentacles is, King of Pentacles, he's very generous. He's got lots of money, and he's got a comfortable life. He's a mature person, whether it's mature inside or mature in body. Okay, he's got the Midas touch. He's King Midas. All right, but when he's in the reverse, he's straight up a dick. Okay, he's like, this is the kind of guy that looks like a King of Pentacles, but he's like all about, let's get rich quick, he's stingy, he's stubborn, but when it comes to things like love, he is stubborn and possessive and, jealous and stuff. As a boss or a friend or somebody, this is also vice though, okay? So this could be representing you. Like maybe you don't have a lot of money right now because you've been partaking a little bit too much. Okay, so this can be vice. This can be vice as well. This can be you don't have money because you have vice. But so far, what we're getting here is a lot of confusion. Okay, your third eye is in need of like a wipe. Like a clearing, you know what I mean? Like when you have a smudgy camera, here, let me just clean the camera, you know what I mean? But yeah, your third eye is just like, I don't even know what to show you, man. There is, it's just everything is smeared, okay? So I as a reader, read these two as future cards. Me as a reader, I'm like, well, me read this way. Okay, so what we have here is the Hermit card. And what I was going to say earlier when I had the King of Pentacles and the Virgo energy, this is another Virgo card. Okay, so you guys are dealing with a Virgo. One of you, at least one of you, is dealing with a Virgo. Okay? However, okay, so this Hermit energy, though, when it's in the reverse, this is when you feel alone. This is you versus the world. Okay? You may still be hiding, but you're fearful. You may be, Yeah, this is feeling alone, but also hiding. Okay. For some of you, though, see, when the hermit goes off by himself to find out what brings him joy. What is the star? You know, we got the Star of David here. This is the design, the sacred geometric design for the chakra of the heart. Okay. So what lights up your heart? What brings you joy? Okay. And then when the hermit knows that, they can leave the cave. So you know which one. Well, you will know, since this is a future card. Are you still being afraid? Are you feeling like it's you against the world? Okay. Are you still feeling like hiding? Or do you all of a sudden know what you want? The next energy that we have here is the Seven of Pentacles, and it is in the reverse. Okay. Do you have any more sevens? Because, hey, that's a lot of sevens. No. Yeah, the Hermit is a 9. I have a 2. Okay, so you've got angel number 77. Okay, if you'd have had one more 7, that would have been 777 lessons, which means a lot of deep lessons learned very quickly, but that is not what you've got here. You've got angel number 77. Now, the 7 of Pentacles. Again, we have this earth energy. Okay, so I'm feeling a slowness going on here. And also your life. Your life in general is... What? Hang on. Like there's something you're having a hard time budging. An obstacle you can't... Okay. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is when you are... This is your investment. You know, this could be things that you've invested in, like your job, your house, your car, your hobbies, your, you know, vacation home, or whatever, you know. And of course, one of these is your spiritual life, your spiritual path as well, okay? So this is when you're looking at everything that you have invested in, and you know, what it reminds you to do is to continue working on this. These fruits are not ripened yet, so you have to continue to water them and weed them and get out the pests and stuff like that, not just look at them, because then they, you know, if you don't take care of them, they won't be good. So when it's in the reverse, that's when this is really, you need to check them. Okay, you need to check your expenses, your all your transactions. Okay, there may be unexpected expenses. This is where it's telling you to check the security of everything, especially if you start to feel anxiety over your money. The best thing to do for that is to just go check all your accounts. Check on everything that you have, okay? And, you know, it might really help you get out of this confusion, okay? So now, when we have this Hermit, and we've got this together here, maybe what this is saying is that you aren't in the hermit mode. You're just feeling like you're against the world, when what you really ought to be doing is finding out what brings you joy. These are both earth energies. These, you know, these are 5-pointed stars, and this is a 6-pointed star, but I'm just seeing these similarities. Like this other Virgo card that you have here, you're confused. So you have a Virgo paired with a 7, and then Virgo paired with a 7. Okay? Wow. So this Virgo aspect of yourself, your intuition, you're confused. You can't see clearly, and if you do have vice, that's why. Okay? And I don't judge anyone. I'm just reading as I see. And so this here, worry over money, is because, you know, maybe you haven't really looked inside to see what brings you joy and then gone after it. If you are just sort of waiting to see what Spirit brings you, Spirit will bring you things to wait, where you have to, you know what I mean? Let's get some more information going. All right, here's your Hope card. This is the Five of Swords, conflict, getting one up on one another, sharp words, gossip, basically a bunch of drama and adults acting like children, okay? But this is in the reverse for you. So you're hoping to have victory over that kind of stuff, okay? Even over your own personal problems. If there's somebody out there who's been, you know, talking about you, you're hoping to get over it, okay? That's your Hope card. Somebody could be, let's see. Oh, okay. It's this 5 and this 6 here. This is a progression. You're hoping to get over all this drama, but you're still living in the past. You're never going to get over this drama until you get out of this. Don't live in the past anymore. Living in the past is when you're like, oh, I was so happy then, I wish I could go back. But you know, when you look to the past, it keeps you stuck. It will keep you confused. You won't know what to do because you can't go to the past. I mean, some people might be able to go to the past, but I don't know any personally. We all move forward. We all live in the now. So you can't go back and reclaim how things used to be. See, here's another progression here. A 6 and a 7. Living in the past creates confusion. Because when you were in the past, things progressed to where you are now. So you can't go back because things progress forward anyway. Time keeps on a-going. So this is an important message for you, Aquarius, and as I said that, it was 22 minutes and 22 seconds. You might want to look that up, 22:22. But this is saying, stop living in the past. This is why you're confused. Once you clear your mind's eye, you'll be able to see where to go with your money and where you want to go with your life in general, your spiritual path, what you are here for, what you want to invest in. But here you are partying down. This is your current energy. This, you know, this 3 of Cups can mean a lot of stuff. It can mean friends and celebration. It can mean things like reconciliation, third-party situations. But you know what this is? This is talking about these cups. This is, you've been confused because you're living in the past, but also because you've been indulging. This King of Pentacles is vice. This is telling me, this is for some of you, you don't have any more money. You used to have money, but now you don't have any more money because you have this vice, which is kind of just taking over. When we're upset, we tend to want to escape. Oh, they're showing me that even her cups are upside down. These would be cups. Okay, yeah. These are, yeah, you can't go back. You have to move forward or at least stay in the moment, okay? So what this is, you know, partying. This is what I'm feeling. Okay, because this is not, I don't feel like this has anything to do with reconciliation. I don't feel like anybody, well, you may have been at a wedding. You may be hanging out with friends right now and, you know, maybe you're on vacation or something. But this is partying. and I don't feel like that's something wrong, okay? It's just that if it's messing with you, then Spirit wants you to know, okay? That if you are confused, if you're, I mean, because I'll tell you something, your third eye won't work very well if it's getting numbed. It does sometimes anyway, but if you're doing too much of something, then it may not have a chance to really show you what it's trying to show you, your mind's eye. Okay. This is your Fear card, the Page of Swords. Now this, there could be a young air sign in your life who has a sharp tongue around you. But I don't know. What I think this is I think you're afraid that somebody's watching you. Somebody who may criticize you, somebody who may tell on you to someone, what you're doing, that it matters whether they know. I don't see a whole lot about secrets here. Unless you're not telling anybody how confused and unhappy you are. I feel like you're not that happy if this isn't like a wedding celebration where, I mean, sometimes people go and hang out with their friends and family for a week or so when somebody gets married, okay? So if you are really having a good time right now and you don't do this all the time, don't take it like that. But for those of you who know that you've been staying in this party energy for too long, then that's your message. That's what you know. That's okay. But this is you being afraid that somebody is watching you do this. Maybe what you're afraid of is someone who is young. Maybe it is a young air sign that you're afraid is watching you and will emulate you later. But this may also, I just got this information, this may be you being afraid because you're an air sign. This is your swords. Maybe you're afraid that you're acting like a child. Now, here's the truth. You're out of balance. Okay? So this is the potential outcome, and this is the card of Sagittarius, a fire sign, and this is Temperance. This is the divine. This is usually an angel. And it is patience, moderation, not too much, not too little. You're out of balance. It's too much. It's too little. You're impatient, you're impulsive, overreacting, you're being frustrated. Your spiritual path is frustrating you. Okay? Now, here's the underlying energy of this whole read. You don't know which way to go. This is the Two of Swords. That's when you're at a crossroads. The cover over this crane, I think it's a crane's eye, the crane's eyes, it means that this decision on which way to go, it needs to be done using the mind's eye. This is the Two of Swords. This is the Two of the Major Arcana. They're both in reverse. You can't see which way to go. When it looks like you think that there's at least 7 options, when maybe there's only 2. Really. But it's in the reverse, so you can't see which way to go. Nine of Swords. You've been having nightmares. You've been having a lot of anxiety. That's why these living the past, the anxiety, these negative low vibrations are gonna definitely confuse you and keep you stuck. The Six of Swords in the reverse, from not moving on from something. This is saying, okay, now the Temperance card is when you become your own twin flame. That's what I'm all about, the balance between the masculine and the feminine, okay? Between the yin and yang energies. This is probably, you know, the yin and yang is one, okay? And when it is balanced perfectly, it works as a whole. And the Temperance card shows that when you balance the masculine and feminine energies that are within you, then you become your own twin flame. You give off an energy that I call glory, and it pulls in, it draws in a divine counterpart. So this is saying you are off balance, Aquarius, okay? And it has a lot to do with your spiritual path. The spiritual path means working on your baggage, so-called baggage. What do you believe in? What do you want out of life? You possibly have not figured that out yet. When I say high vibration, I mean that is divine, but high vibration is also what's known as, it's happiness. When you see somebody say high vibe, what does that mean? It means happy. The spiritual path is to, Spirit wants you to enjoy your life, okay? Spirit wants you to enjoy your life and be happy and be grateful for everything, including the lessons, okay? And Spirit wants you to help others, including animals and plants, be happy as well. Animals, plants, insects, everything. So there's some work here for you to do, Aquarius. Oops. Sorry. Hold on the table a little bit. Let's see if we can get some clarity here. Yeah, that's what you really need. You need some clarity. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to say to Aquarius? I'm going to go one more time. Maybe two more times. Okay, one more time. Want to at least get some cards out for you. Oh, wow. Okay, you got a bunch of them. Let's start with this first one. Oh, harmony. Okay. Power, self-confidence, and productivity. So, all right, harmony. This is basically what I'm saying here, okay? This is harmony within yourself. Harmony is a balance, okay? It's a balance of all your energies, okay? So I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on your heart, combining your heart and your mind, okay? Your heart knows what you should do. With this energy going on here, especially with the swords energy down here and here, you know, it could be that you're listening too much to your logic in your hopes and in your fear section here. You may be listening to your emotions a bit too much. oh look, she's got a star on her forehead. This is a 6-pointed flower. It's like the Star of David. Self-confidence, power, productivity. Yes, this is a 3. Okay, so this is like Empress energy. Yeah, let's keep going. Peace, dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. See, that's exactly what I was just trying to relate to you. But I only had 2 sword cards here in your hopes and fears, and so I didn't go with that thought when I should have. I second-guessed myself. But this is it. What I was going to say, you're too much in your intellect. Peace comes when we do, peace and harmony come when we do what makes us happy. This is the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. And this is a peace card, and it has the sun in it. And it looks like this is like water. It's reflecting, some sort of a reflection here, okay? Peace comes when our thoughts and our heart are in sync. Jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. Okay, so appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection, a jewel within a teardrop. So your suffering right now, your confusion, the suffering that you're doing, that's what the jewel within a teardrop is. This is lessons from your suffering. And what it's doing is it's teaching you appreciation, and it's teaching you spiritual and emotional reconnection. This is a lot of emotions. Okay? And your spirits, your temperance, your high priestess, your hermit card, your spirits cards, your major arcanas, they're all in the reverse. They're disconnected. So I feel like this is another thing here. You're living in the past when what will really help out is to appreciate even your teardrops, even your struggles. This is what I said. Spirit wants us to be grateful for everything, including the hard times, including our suffering, because it's our suffering that helps us to appreciate the good things in our life. And the spiritual and emotional reconnection, this is saying connect these two, and the spiritual is your third eye. And so connect the spirit with your emotions by this being grateful. Apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. Okay, this is this energy. You're afraid to come out of your cave. Still trying to hide. Hidden gift, sadness, an ending and a new beginning. Okay, that's exactly what I'm saying here. Gaia, our planet, is telling you with these two cards. These are just two different ways of saying the same thing. A hidden gift, sadness, an ending, a new beginning. This is the number 9. This is the 9. This is the Hermit energy. Okay? Eternal dance, movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. Oh. The path of least resistance is when you surrender. Stop fighting how things in your life work, the flow of life. Don't fight the flow, okay? And that is the path of least resistance. When you want something, you know that you don't have to work harder for it physically. You have the patience for it to come in. This is divine patience. This is not. Okay? So the eternal dance is all the beginnings and endings. And we just had that right here. An ending, a new beginning. Wow, they put them in order. Right. And this is what's going to bring you harmony. The wheel of life is like the wheel of fortune. It continues to turn, always. There's movement here. You need some movement. You've been kind of stagnant here because you just don't know what the heck to do. You've just been confused. So let's see from the Union of the Heart and Mind Oracle by my friend April. Like, how can Aquarius get past this? You know, obviously the key here, part of the key is to get out of living in the past, okay? And also, if you are doing too much of some sort of indulgence or vice, there you go. There's another thing that's going to help you out. Not too much, not too little of anything, okay? Let's see what else we can get. Thank you so much. Reflection. Reflection. Where did I see that? Right there. Reflection. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. So, yeah, that's it. That's the one. Water energy does reflect. Very much so. See that? What a gorgeous photo. All right, let's see what this says here. Reflection. I'm feeling like, you know, just kind of reflection is in its own way, it's looking at the past. Okay? Don't live in the past. Don't stay stuck in living in the past. But if you're already reflecting and that's all just trying to figure out what's going on here with your emotions or why you're confused, then you're already dealing with this energy, okay? So let's get this here. Reflection. As within, so without. As above, so below. Synchronicity. Angel numbers. Feedback loops of response from the mirror of the universe are showing up in your reality. They are here to offer information about your inner world. This reflection is showing you where you can target your inner growth process, rewrite your consciousness, and refine how this reflection shows up for you. What are you seeing in the mirrors of life? How does it help you grow? All right? So, the spiritual path is reprogramming your mind. We're all taught certain things, like how to feel sorry for ourselves or how to get angry, you know. Reflection, you know, when you're on the path, you look at how you think and then you try to change that. Okay? Reflect on how your inner self is creating your outer life. That's the strongest thing that I'm getting. Because that's what she's saying. Your inner self, your heart, your mind, what these two combined are doing puts out your life out into the universe, okay? It all starts inside of you. So, not too much, not too little of anything. Okay? All right, so like I said, you've only got 3 major arcana cards, so you have most of the control. I gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor, and you've only got 3 out of 10 cards. 3 major arcanas out of 10 cards. But like I said, all your spirit energy here are in reverse. So I think that this identified what's wrong for you and what you can do for it very well, okay? You're going to find this peace through this reflection, okay? If you are chaotic on the inside, your life is going to be chaotic. If you are accepting and peaceful on the inside, your life is going to be peaceful as well, okay? That's what I have for you at this time, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you next time.